So probably most people think that it's pretty glorious being a midwife. You get to watch some pretty amazing things, but there's so much work that goes on the back end. All right. I'm Tesa Kurin. I'm a licensed midwife in the state of California. I am a mother of 6, a wife. I'm a United States Air Force veteran. I learned a long time ago that I don't just catch babies, that I actually watch families being born. I gave birth to 5 children before I actually ever read a childbirth book. You know, I'm just going to show up at the hospital and have this baby. And luckily, I had some good experiences. Not bad ones, not great ones, but good. My interaction with all of these home birthing, natural families in breastfeeding support groups that I was attending really led me down this path. It started with cloth diapering. I started reading about, pesticides in the food, and it was just nonstop since then. But the one thing that really grabbed my attention was natural birth. I felt a real urge to make some waves in that direction. So I started looking into the path of being a midwife, and so there it began. It was all about me making efforts to provide options. Everybody probably thinks that it's the moment the baby's born, right? It's catching the baby, receiving new life into the world. It really isn't. There's just something so sweet about that moment when she realizes, like, I did it. I totally did it. And watching the partner, realize that, you did this and I believed in you the whole time. For most midwives or student midwives, the thought of becoming a midwife is all about helping women have the experience that they want to have. And after the last few years, I really feel like there's more to it. It's more than just giving someone quality prenatal care. There's more than giving someone the options that a hospital wouldn't give them or an obstetrical practice wouldn't give them. There's this relationship that builds between me and the couple. And I think the thing that really has stood out to me is that there's a transformation that happens. I think there's a lot of expectations in becoming a midwife. You expect that you're going to take care of pregnant women. You're going to watch them through their pregnancies, help them be healthy, have them have these beautiful experiences. But the one thing I didn't expect to happen was to watch families transform, to give the opportunity for families to realize that they truly have everything they need. I noticed that my goal has really switched, not to providing families with options, but really to help parents develop into the parents that they want to be. I don't see this as a business of catching babies. I see this as an opportunity to show people that they have the ability to make their own decisions, to educate themselves, to look down the road and give them that confidence that they know what's best for their family. So one of my biggest challenges as a midwife is bringing modern midwifery care into the forefront. Many people believe that midwives use shoelaces to tie off umbilical cords, that we don't carry real equipment around with us, that they're birthing babies out in fields. And the truth is that we're educated in the evidence-based model of care and carry a lot of traditions that midwives have been using for many, many centuries. I think what would surprise a lot of people is that midwives are highly trained for the out-of-hospital birth setting. And I'm particularly talking about the type of midwife that I am, which is a certified professional midwife. I'm not a certified nurse midwife. We are specifically trained to provide care for women who are having out-of-hospital births. Therefore, we have a lot more skills based on how to deal with situations outside of the hospital. We all acquire degree programs through universities, and then we also attend clinical programs where we gain all the hands-on skills that were required. to learn. Midwifery care is based on the premise of relationship building. Ideally, the midwife will get to build a relationship with a woman throughout the entire pregnancy. In the midwives model of care, we spend so much time one-on-one. We customize your care according to your individual needs. Women who are looking to hire a midwife to have an out-of-hospital birth, a home birth, they're looking for something different. Traditionally, midwives have been taking care of women. And somewhere, the obstetrical model of care came into the picture. And things changed drastically. Pregnancy is a time where you want to ask a lot of questions. You don't know what's going on all the time. You want to be able to ask your provider, is this okay? Is my baby okay? Am I doing everything right? And to be able to have that interaction with your provider is pretty important for most women. Right now, in the obstetrical model of care, women are not getting that. But midwives have been bringing that back into our communities. Midwives help facilitate what it is that you want to accomplish. So the idea is that we spend a lot more time building relationships with you so that way we can help you achieve what you're looking for. The time that midwives spend with women has been correlated to better birth experiences, less trauma, shorter labors, faster recoveries, better breastfeeding rates, and just an all-around better experience of childbirth. We were not made to suffer through childbirth. This is supposed to be a joyous time in a woman's life, not one that you remember a lot of pain and suffering. I think what families ultimately get out of midwifery care is the empowerment, the collaborative care, where they are more empowered to make the decisions that's best for them. Every time I leave my house, I have to make sure that I have a trunk full of medical equipment. We take 2 cars everywhere we go. Anytime that I want to plan a vacation, I have to do it probably a year in advance. Every time I want to go on a hike, I have to take my phone with me. Every time I go to the bathroom, I take my phone with me. I shower with the phone pretty within arm's reach. We never make firm plans. I say that I'm taking the kids to the beach or to a picnic or to the park. There's that famous saying, unless I'm at a birth, I'll be there. And then there's always 3 or 4 freezer meals in my home just in case I don't make it home. So I'm always thinking ahead. What if I'm not home tonight? Making sure that my family's well prepared for when I don't make it home. When I do get that call, I literally think everything else fades away into the back. My number one priority is just getting to the birth center or getting to the home that I need to be at. And it's my attention is 100% about what I need to do to prepare myself mentally and physically for being present at this birth. For me, the magic moment is when somebody looks up at me and says thank you. That's the magic moment for me. It's not when mom touches her baby for the first time or when she's breastfeeding for the first time. It's the moment that somebody says thank you, because then I know that the on-call time, the long drives, the countless hours of missing kids' events and dinners with my families and then you know you've made a difference.